Yes people, welcome back. So I don't normally start these vlogs until I start training, so this week I thought maybe I could just show you what I'm eating in work. So I'm on my first break now, it's 10:30, so this is typically my first meal of the day unless I train in the morning. I've got 2 slices of sourdough toast with avocado, and I just bought some of this new hot honey from, I think ours does, so that's quite nice. I've only put it on the one because I didn't know if it'd be any good. I've had other hot honeys that are nice, so I thought I'd just try that one. 6 scrambled eggs. No, not 6 anymore. I have 4 scrambled eggs now. My first meal looks the same every day. 2 hours until my next break, and then I have 2 hours and then pre-workout meal. So yeah, right, we're back 2 hours later. Same as every day, I've got 180 grams of white basmati rice and 150 grams of 5% fat beef mince. I've also got some pickles on top. So I'm going to get into this now and then I'll see you post-work ready for the run. I'll do some of my eating today. I'll be honest, I don't really want to run today. Tired. Like I said, normally I go home, I recuperate after work and then I get back out into it, but we've got to get it done. So I said I was doing it and I'm here now. So what's on the menu today? We've either got a 7k run or maybe push it to a 10. And then I gotta go back, do some bits, and then I got to lift tonight. So I'm just gonna get straight into this run. Yes people, we're back. So that was 8.4k, 51 minutes, 6-minute average pace. A little bit faster than I'm used to, but I just felt really good, so I thought that I wasn't too gassed or anything. I never really am gassed, but heat wasn't bothering me too much, so I just kept going. So yeah, that's a nice little session done. I don't know what time it is. That's nice, it's 5:20, so I got plenty of time to go home, have some food, and then head back out to the gym. So yeah, so today now I'm showing my meals. Typically, if I'm eating work, I'll eat the same as I do lunchtime in work, so beef mince and rice. The weight of each change depending on my goals. So at the minute I'm trying to get more carbs in. Some protein stays the same typically all year round, unless I'm trying to gain a little bit of weight. You know, it comes up slightly, not much, just slightly, just to up the calories. But the rice, that's what I play around with. Depending on what session I've got, I'll up each. Do you get what I mean? I'll go into more depth about it. But yeah, that's basically my food tonight. Yeah. Right, back Tuesday night again. Jamie's working late, but it's a nice session to be fair. We got bench press, pull-ups, some sort of row, probably a machine row. Then we got some chest flies. I'm going to change up compared to last week. Last week we done standing, so I'm going to do sit down, which is over there. Then we got some vanity muscle stuff. So we got bicep curls, tricep push downs. Point of all this now is just to maintain the muscle I've got. Like, I'm not gonna gain any more muscle. I think I said that before, but I love training weights, so I'm never gonna not do it. It would be ideal if I lost more weight, it would be faster, I would be able to run better, but I don't want to offend anyone who's bigger. So yeah, let's get into session. yeah, yo, so it's about 10 past 5 in the morning. I'm up the gym now. I'm going to do a bit of a different one this morning. I'm going to do a interval session. I just really want to keep a speed session in at least once a week now, just so I keep the mechanics and just keep that speed there in the background, ready for me to work on when I go into like a marathon block or something. So yeah, that's what this morning session is, and if the recovery room is free, I'm probably going to jump in there if I got time. So yeah, let's get into it. I just finished my interval session on the treadmill. Good session, I missed that. So I got into 8 times 500 meters. I started at 4 minute 10 per clock pace. Then I went down to the 6, I think, after like the first 3. And then the last couple, then I've done a 4 minute. So nice to see that I still got that pace there. Yeah, I'm gonna keep a session like that in once a week, and that's it. Just yeah, really good. Enjoyed that. I got a gym tonight, so I'm just gonna get in the ice bath now. Just sort my legs out a little bit, feeling a little bit sore, but yeah. All in all, that was a really good session. I can't wait to start doing that a lot more. So yeah. Yo, what is going on? So we're at Saturday now. It's 6:30. The plan was to get out at about 6, but I had a new coffee machine yesterday, so the me and Amy's been waiting for ages. I'll tell you more about that later, but we finally got it. So yeah, so I got no rush really today. I got some stuff to do up the house, but there's not really a massive rush on this morning. But because I'm doing a really long run, I just wanted to get out early, so I'm back at a decent time, like. So yeah, so that was 6. Plan is about 3 hours, maybe 4. And yeah, I read the Soulmate yesterday, stocked up on plenty carbs, precision nutrition gels, ADV skin 12. I was gonna get the skin 5, which is the only difference is on the pockets and the size. So when I was speaking to Paul in Soulmate, I said, "What one do I go for?" And he's like, "Well, are you going to be doing any other ultras or any other races?" And I was like, "Yeah, probably. Like, it's not. I'm not going to say no." And he said, "Well, just go for the skin 12 because he said you're future proofing." Because he just did a 100-mile race on the weekend, and he showed me he had the skin 12, and he showed me how full it was. And he's like, "Oh, a lot of that is compulsory kit." So I was thinking, yeah, that's mental. So I'm obviously going to get that. Otherwise, I'm going to end up buying twice tonight. But like I said today, it was literally just to carry a bit more water. And to be fair, I would like to take my camera on some of my runs. So like the belt doesn't really cut it, and because I sweat a lot, the belt gets really wet. Like, so with that, at least if I got the camera on my chest, like I feel like it'll be saved a little bit more. But my worry was it does look like a bag. So I got on my back. Like I'm not really going to carry anything in there, but he showed me you can just pull it tight, like, so it's just. And when I tried it on, I was like, oh yeah, that's fine. Like, it's not. It just looks a lot bigger than what it is. But yeah, that means now I can carry 2 500ml waters, and if I win my belt, I put another 500 in there. I can put a 250 in there somewhere. Like, I got plenty of room now. So yeah, that was a nice little purchase yesterday. But yeah, I'm just gonna get stuck into this run now. I might take you along today because I got the vest. So yeah, I never really wanted to wear a vest. That's why I got the belt. Like, it's tucked up under your thing. It's just there's nothing on new, but this is what I'm doing now. I'm doing these long runs. I'm doing ultras. Like, it's what you wear, it's what you need really. I was really up for this run last night, but I'm not gonna lie to you, this morning I'm not feeling really up for it. But I'm just gonna get into it. Once I get into it, I'll be fine. Like, so, yeah, cool. Right, we're 10k in, and I've had to just stop here. Well, one to have a gel, and two. Wow. I did a 30k run Saturday just gone. So this is for that video because I didn't have an outro for it. So it was quite funny. So I set off saying I wanted between a 3 and a 4 hour run just to have the time on my legs. But obviously I haven't been running like a constant run. I think the furthest I go now is about 21k or 22k without like stopping really, just to have a gel or whatever. So 30k's I managed in, I think it was like 3 hours 15 minutes. And I didn't really stop. So the plan was to be out for 3 to 4 hours and then have brief put breaks and walks because there was a lot of elevation on it. I just wanted to sort of not have a proper rest, like 10-15 minutes not doing anything, just like walk from the hills. I wanted to just kind of prolong the time I was out on my feet, if that makes sense, just so I get a feel for running for that amount of time and distance. But I didn't. I just kept going, and I just treated it like a long run. So yeah, I had my salts, I had my gels, stocked up loads on Soulmate, and then when I got to, I want to say like 27k or 26, I can't really remember now. It's nearly been a week, and I just realised I summed this up. So yeah, I ran out of salt. Don't know why I didn't buy more. Anyway, I ran out of salt, and then, like I said, I got to about 26, 27k, and the cramp started happening in my hamstring, my left leg, and I thought, oh nah, didn't have any water left, so I was trying to just, well, I don't really know. And where I was, there was no shops nearby, because I was up in the trails, and so as I was on my way back down the Taft Trail, obviously there's no shops there, I thought, this is a nightmare. So then it's getting worse and worse and worse, and then I stopped to try and walk, and that was just worse. So using work, so I thought I'd have to bring my mother up here. So I rang my mother. I was like, you're gonna have to come pick me up when I get to the bottom of this trail, like. She's like, yeah, Sam, no worries. So she was there, and I got back down. She started walking up the Taft Trail, and just laughing in my head. But like, obviously, I don't know if you lot know, but I'm obviously assuming a lot of you do. When you have a cramp, it's like the worst pain ever. So my face told a different story to what is actually going on. Like the cramp is just, in the moment, it's the worst ever, especially when you're dehydrated and you've got nothing in you. So my mother thinks I was like, I'm overtraining or I'm doing too much. And as soon as I had a full fat can of Coke, and then I had a full Cadence can, I think I had two. And it's just gone, and I'm fine. So yeah, my mother was a bit worried, but it was quite funny. But yeah, I was gutted with that, because what I said I wanted to do. I got to 3 hours, it was more or less bang on 30k by the time I got to my mother. But yeah, I just didn't sum it up, because I got home and I was quite disappointed in myself. It's just one of them things, like I said, I beat myself up when it's because I didn't get back to my van. But if I stopped to actually think and realise, I did 3 hours, so 3 to 4 hours, that's what I wanted to do when I did 30k. So in my head I wanted to do a lot more, and I feel like I failed because I didn't get back to my van. But yeah, I guess I've learnt my lesson now. Obviously, I need to stock up more. And I wore a vest. I bought the proper hydration vest, so there's no excuse not to carry anything. So yeah, hold my hands up to that one. Not ideal, but we move. And I've got a lot more planned. Like, I've got these weekly vlogs are not going to stop now that this ultra's over. This is just the first thing I've decided to start recording because it's such an ambitious goal. And I'm just going to keep bringing you along. I'm really into my strength and conditioning, so that's going to become a big part after this ultra's over. Just to have a bit of a rebuild. I need to gain a bit of strength. I need to strengthen my knees, my hips. There's a lot of weak points I've noticed doing a lot of running that I need to improve on. So I'm going to have a good month or two, a couple of months now through the winter rebuilding, and then we're going to have to book a race back into the running. It's not the only thing that I'm going to be booking either. I'm not going to say too much, but obviously next year I've got a couple of things that I want to do planned. So no high rocks, that's one thing I won't be doing. But yeah, other than that, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.